Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we have an exciting topic, a topic that I'm sure if you keep up with fragrances have probably heard about now. A company that has been in the fragrance game for probably longer than I've been alive, definitely longer than I've been alive. They have released a new flanker to one of their lines. And in case you don't know what I'm talking about yet, Bleu de Chanel announced that they are releasing Bleu de Chanel L'Exclusive. There isn't that much information on it yet, unfortunately. I've seen some people on Reddit find it in stores and they've already been able to try it. I read one person said that there are quite a few similarities, that L'Exclusive has quite a few similarities with Burberry Hero Parfum. I don't know if that's true or not. Obviously, I haven't been able to test it yet. The stores in my area don't have it. I live in Canada, so that could be another reason. Sometimes it takes longer for fragrances to get into the Canadian market. But nonetheless, it has appeared on Fragrantica for now. It's not, it doesn't have as much details as other fragrances, but from what we can tell so far, most of the main accords, well, there's 4 main accords that we see here: amber, animalic, woody, and soft spicy. Again, can't really comment on those, but from what I've seen, the general talk on Reddit, they say that it's similar to the Parfum with added elements of leather. Some people say there's a little bit of actually let's check out what Hero Parfum has. Obviously they say it's woody. A lot of these fragrances end up being woody in the dry down. Burberry Hero, one of the main accords, dominantly, like the bars is full. It says it's woody, but in terms of notes, cedarwood, amyris, and cypral oil. So not too many notes there, not really that helpful. But regardless, this is a fragrance release that personally I've been waiting for a long time, and I had a feeling it was coming. My personal prediction was that we were going to get a new line, given that, I feel like the Bleu de Chanel line is pretty well rounded, and because they haven't released a new flanker in about 7 years for Bleu de Chanel, I figured that line was done and they would spend most of the time developing a new line, but I guess they did release, no, they actually haven't released anything. That was Dior Homme in 2020 who released that new line, rebranded the line. So it's a really interesting release from Chanel. Again, I thought they'd release something more original, but maybe this fragrance will be worth the wait. We had to wait 7 years, so I'm sure they took their time with it. And typically Bleu de Chanel is one of those companies that, although it takes them a while to release flankers, they usually do it right. So I have nothing but high expectations for this particular fragrance. Hoping it comes out in my area soon. Maybe I can get a sample or two, or even if there's tester bottles. Some people have said that they have it in stores and they were able to purchase it, but they didn't have any testers or samples, which is really unfortunate, because one of the downsides of this fragrance is that it is expensive. Let me see if I can find that exact comment. I'm here on Reddit. Okay, here. So one person, this guy posted it 6 days ago. He lives in the UK. He said that there was a 60 milliliter available and the 100 milliliter. And guess how much the 100 milliliter went for? 215 pounds. Translated to Canadian dollars, that's 401 Canadian dollars, or I believe about 320 $290 American. So regardless of how you put it, that is an expensive fragrance for 100 milliliters. That's pretty much in the niche territory. So unfortunately, that is one of the downsides of being in the fragrance game in 2025, is that most of these companies are trying to rob you. Nice and easy. There's no other way to put it. They are trying to rob you, but maybe it will be worth it. And the thing that's unfortunate is that if you probably were to go for the 60 ml, they'd actually rip you off. They would probably only discount it about like maybe 50 pounds. So 60 milliliters, I'm guessing, would be around 150 pounds. And 150 pounds to Canadian is still 280. So 280 and you pay 120 more? Nah, I don't know. They might just give you like a 30-pound discount, 40-pound discount. I don't know. We'll see when the official prices are out. Again, I can't really find that much information on this, even on the Bleu de Chanel site, unless I'm looking at the wrong place. But Bleu de Chanel, yeah, let's see. Accept all Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Yeah, man, I can't find l'exclusive for some reason. I guess they released it, but not officially. Yeah, regardless, it'll be in stores soon, probably within a month. Curious to see how it stacks up with this one. This is one of my favorites. It smells amazing. The only semi-problem with this is that it sits closer to the skin. A sacrifice you're gonna have to make when you're going with more concentrated fragrances. They tend to sit closer to the skin, but at the same time, that means you get better sillage. So maybe it won't project as far, but it typically smells better and it lasts longer in the air. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. Again, I don't even know the concentration, but given that it's not, well, that it's like a flanker after the parfum, I'm assuming it has minimum parfum concentration. I don't think any fragrances are true elixir, so you can't even say it would have like an elixir concentration. Elixir is probably like 40% or more. 20 to 40% of fragrance oils. That's how much is needed in order to be considered an elixir. Anyways, I'm happy they didn't go the elixir route because so many brands are doing that. And although I love them, it is totally not surprising that Chanel decided to go their own route. And I'm sure other brands might hijack that naming style, l'exclusive. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, I'm excited to try this one out. If you guys have managed to try it out, let me know how it is, how it compares to the parfum here. If they're even similar. Again, most people say they kind of are. Some people say it doesn't smell too similar. And you know, if it doesn't appear in stores soon, I'll probably end up getting a tester, not a tester, but a sample online. Might be a little bit expensive, but it's okay, it's worth it. Yeah, and if you live in the States, most of the people who have smelt it have tried it at a Macy's. So go to your local Macy's, try it out, let me know how it smells. The bottle looks really cool, I will say that. It's not as rectangular as this, it's more squared. It's more like a cube, but it's still like a rectangle. Okay, don't get me wrong, it's like in between this and a cube. Looks really classy. The box also looks really classy. It's got like gold borders. Looks phenomenal. Anyways, I'm excited to try this out. Hopefully I can make a video on it soon. But if you have a Macy's next to you, please go try it out and let me know how it smells in the comments. All right, stay tuned for the next video. I will catch you guys later. See ya.